And welcome to York Institute. We're set for Crush football action tonight. Tonight, the Fentress County Crush taking on the Crossville Jets, which should be a good matchup for them. The Cumberland County Jets come in here with a good-sized team, and right now we're having our national anthem. So we're going to take a time out and get these words from our sponsors, and we'll be back after the national anthem.
Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design is proud to support the Fentress County Crush football team. Pat Brannon, owner, has done lighting visual production for some of the biggest stars, and he knows talent, and that's what he sees in every Crush player. Best of luck, Crush, from Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design. When you need parts for your classic car, where do you go? Huey's Classic Car Parts on Highway 52 East between Jamestown and Allard. Owner Donovan Wright is an antique car enthusiast himself, which means he knows how important that piece of history means to you.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office, offering area insurance, is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines, agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue, with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
And back here at York Institute, we're getting set for Crush football. Coming up here in just a moment, Crush comes in this game 1-2, but the Crush back almost healthy now, and almost all their quarantine players back. They are missing a couple of players not going to be here tonight, as I believe they said. Let me see. They got back Michael Wall. They also got back a few games ago Logan Pinnell, and they got back Tucker Reagan. So they got back pretty much full squad. Their one player that is out is Lake Drake. And Lake suffered a broken collarbone, so Lake is done for the season. So that's a tough break for the Crush as they come in 1-2, taking on Cumberland County. Now the Crush has dominated this series over the last 2 years, as the Crush won last year 40-24, and 2018 44-8. Their average win by 26 points in those two games. The Crush has been quarantined since the Monterey game, so they have not practiced at all or anything before this game since the Monterey game. So we'll see how that affects them here tonight as they get ready for action against Crossville and Cumberland County. The Crush this year has beaten Allgood 6-0. They fell to Trousdale 16-8. They beat Monterey 26-16, and then of course the DeKalb County game was canceled. So that hurt that one, as they did not get to play that one last week, and the Crush has not been able to practice since the Monterey game. So it's been a very unique situation for the Crush to come out here. They're going to play tonight after they just come off quarantine today. So we'll see how they can do here tonight, taking on a very good Cumberland County team. And I do believe Cumberland County won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and the Crush will be receiving the ball. Crush moving right to left as we speak, while the Cumberland County Jets will move left to right. As the Crush, good to have back on them. They've got back Matthew Wall back, or Michael Wall, I should say, not Matthew, Michael Wall. He is a big kid. Michael's an 8th grader from South Fentress Elementary. And they got Ethan Phillips also, that offensive line. They've got a good-sized line out there, so we'll see what they can do. They're going to be playing without Lake Drake, though, so that'll be interesting to see how they do without him. He suffered a broken collarbone in that Trousdale County game, and he is done for the year, I believe. And it will be Cumberland County to kick it away, as looks like stepping back to do the kicking duties will be number 11, and that is wide receiver Noah Potter. He's a 7th grader for the Jets, and the Jets like to throw the ball around, so we'll see what they do tonight. They've got, see on their starting lineup, they've got 4 receivers and 2 backs, so they can throw it a lot. They don't have no tight ends, but they do have several wide receivers. Kicking away will be Potter. Back deep for the Crush will be Drew Wright, and also back there deep Logan Pinnell, as they're standing about the 20-yard line, and we are set to get underway, and the kickoff is on the way, and it's going to head to the right side and be taken by the up man number 8, and he's going to be knocked down right there at the 39-yard line, and that was on the reception for the Crush. Tucker Reagan, Tucker, the quarterback for the Crush, will come out now and handle the quarterback duties. Crush trying to even up their record on the year. They had to, of course, cancel that DeKalb County game. That DeKalb County game has been a really good game for the Crush. DeKalb County past few years has been a really good rivalry, and they hated not to be able to get that one in, but they couldn't get in due to quarantine because a kid from Monterey actually tested positive for COVID. So there, the Crush had just played them. They had to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So Reagan comes up. He's got talent in the backfield. Now got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to number 5 to the right side. He's trying to bounce outside. Got a little bit of room now. Shakes a tackle, and he gets about 4 on the carry, as that was on the run. Pinnell, an 8th grader from South Fentress Elementary. And good to see some of the kids from the south end on the football team here playing tonight. It's been a problem getting some of those kids out, but they've got a few on the roster tonight. Got several from Allard, a lot from Pine Haven, a couple, only actually one, I believe, from York Elementary, and that's Lake Drake, and he is out with an injury. So they have no York Elementary players on here. Here they come up to the line, though. It's going to be Reagan to take the snap. They're in the wing T formation. In motion again goes Pinnell. They're going to hand off Pinnell. He'll cut back inside, and Pinnell's going to bang straight ahead, going to pick up about 5 more, and he's going to be close to a first down. Going to be a little bit short, so it'll be 3rd down and very manageable, about 2 yards for the first down. The Crush, as we said, has not practiced, has not played since the Monterey game. They have, and the worst part, they have not even been able to practice, as they have come out here just pretty much with just a little bit of game planning, and that they got in today, as they got in a little bit of strategy, and that was about it. So we'll see how that hampers them as the night progresses, as Cumberland County's been playing steadily since the season opened. Under center will go Reagan, wing T formation. Got talent in the backfield. Now got in motion number 21 for the Crush. They're going to hand it instead up to Talent. He's going to bang ahead for a first down. Nothing but hard-nosed running on that one. Pushes it up to midfield. And the Crush have a 1st and 10. Good drive that time by Talent. As Talent was hitting, he just kept on churning forward and able to pick up the first down. Reagan getting the play, had to turn my light on him. It's getting dark in here, so now I've got the light on. I can see better. We'll see if it helps the Crush, as we're right at midfield now. The Crush with the first down of the ball game. Reagan will get up in under center. Wing T formation. They're going to get a man in motion. That is Voles, and they're going to hand it off to Voles, and Voles going to go ahead for about 5 yards. That's the way the wing T's are made to work, folks. Get 5 yards in a cloud of dust. If you get 5 yards on each handoff, you're going to take up a lot of time, and you're going to eventually push the ball into the end zone, as now number 55 for Cumberland County, who come up with a tackle. That was Xavier Tobe. And Xavier Tobe injured a bit, holding his arm and left arm. He plays offensive line on the offense as well, so we'll see how that affects him, as he seems to be a little ginger out there at the moment. Up now comes Reagan. He's going to get under center. He's got Voles to the right. He's got Talent in the backfield, and Pinnell to the left side. He's going to toss it over to Pinnell. Pinnell's going to be wrestled down way back. He's going to lose a ton of yardage all the way back past the original line of scrimmages. He's going to drop all the way back and lose. That's about 8 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 13, as that one, Cumberland County was ready for that one. The Jets able to get the stop. So that's going to bring up now a 3rd down and about 13 for the Jets. 4:41 left to go here in quarter number 1. Thanks for joining us on CLTV. Our sponsors for Crush Football are Gary Maxwell Insurance, Metathrift Pharmacy, Huey's Classic Car Parts, Smart Bank, and Stardust Visual Lighting and Design. Our sponsors for Crush Football here on CLTV. As we get set to get back underway now, it's 3rd down and 13 for the Crush. Reagan will go under center. Got Pinnell in motion to the right side. They're going to pitch it to Pinnell. Pinnell going to try to break a tackle. Gets a little bit to the outside, but he's going to run out of bounds and lose about another yard. So it's going to bring up 4th and 14. And the Crush, after an impressive first series, gets stalled on this one. That'll bring up 4th down and about 14. So it's probably going to be punt time for the Crush, as it's 4th and 14. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in the quarter as Pinnell run out of bounds. That stops the clock. Just underway here in quarter number 1. Crush coming back to play after they've been off for 2 weeks. Exactly today. 2 weeks ago today they played Monterey, and they have not practiced or played since then due to the quarantine. But now they're back here tonight, and they are trying to see what they can do. And now it looks like they're going to come to the line with a 4th and 14. Reagan under center. Hands it off to Vols, and Vols going to hit it, stopped right there, and the Jets going to take over at the Crush's 46-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Cumberland County Jets. The Jets, of course, the junior high squad that also the feeder program for the Cumberland County Jets and the Stone Memorial Panthers. Now next week we'll see the Stone Junior High School in action as we'll be over at Stone for that one. Crush now will need to come up with a stop as up will come the Jets, and they will have Bryson Wilson at quarterback. Got a 2-man backfield. He's got Keithan Patterson, and in the shotgun it'll be the keeper, the quarterback. He goes on the left side, got some running room. He's got a first down. He's going to be run out of bounds after picking. Well, they say he stepped out right before the first down marker. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 as he picks up 9 on the carry. It was designed keeper as the halfback got out in front of him. Also the running back got out in front of him, Connor Hankins, and they just blocked for him and got him about 9 yards. So 2nd and 1 now for the Cumberland County Jets. Jets trying to pick up a big Eastern Division win, as in this division, of course, there is Overton County, Stone, Crossville, and Trace, or Avery Trace, but Avery Trace not playing this year in the region, so they are not a threat. As now over the left side goes Hankins, and Hankins going to drive all the way down to the 25-yard line. Good hard running there by number 24, Connor Hankins, an 8th grader. He gets it down to the 25-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Jets. 1st and 10 on the Crush 25 now as the Jets moving the football. They faked the handoff on the sweep and then handed it off to Hankins, and Hankins got a big gainer. 1st and 10 now from the 25-yard line. In the shotgun goes Wilson. Snap. Wilson takes a snap, hands out this time. Number 13 breaks a tackle. Wall had him, but then he's going to be knocked down, held onto. Good job there by the Crush's number 5, Logan Pinnell. He hit him, and he kept churning his feet, but Pinnell wrapped up that leg and brought him down for maybe a minimal gain of about a half a yard. So 2nd and 9 now for the Jets. Come close to a Wall. Actually had him in the backfield. If he could have got him back there, it would have been 2nd and about 15 because he had him back deep. That was that sweep play where they bring Toby Mackey around and then hand it off to him. And now up will come Wilson. Wilson in the shotgun. Snaps. He drops the football. He's got to fall on. They're going to lose a yard or two on that one, as they'll put him all the way back to about the 30-yard line. So that's going to be about a 2-yard loss. Heads up play by Wilson, not try to reach down and pick that up. He just fell on it. So it's going to be actually more than that. It's 3rd and about 15 for the first down now for the Jets. We have been told they like to throw the ball, so we'll see what Wilson comes in with this time. He's got the play. We got 2 minutes exactly left to go here in quarter number 1. It's scoreless so far. Both teams has had one possession. Crush with one, and the Jets with their first one right now. In the shotgun, Wilson takes a step. He's taking it over the left side. He's got some running room. He is hit, though, and going to be held on to by number 50 and finally ridden down and dropped down just about where he got to originally in the first play. And so it's going to be about a 4th and 9 for the Jets. He gets back about 6 on that carry, so 4th and 9 for the Jets. Cumberland County Jets with a great field position to start this when they moved it very early, but now they've stalled here in the last few plays, and with the 70 seconds to go, they've got a 4th down and about 20, or actually 4th down and about 8 for the first down. They're on the 24-yard line of the Crush. Back in the shotgun goes Wilson. Wilson waiting on the snap, gets it. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw it out there way over through his intended receiver as they were trying to get it to number 13, Mackey, and the Jets turn it over on downs. So the Crush defense stiffens, and the Crush will get it right back. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. 50.7 seconds here to go in quarter number 1. Crush playing, as we said, without any practice for the past 2 weeks or any games. They've just had to sit and wait and hope to get to play this one. They didn't know if they were going to get to play it or not. They were afraid they were going to have to cancel it. And Cumberland County could not make it up on Saturday, so they were going to have to take a forfeit on it. And instead, the Fentress County Crush got the permission to go tonight, as this is their 14th day. As they will come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Under center comes Reagan. He's got Pinnell in motion. We'll hand it off to Pinnell to the right side, and he cuts back inside. Gets maybe a couple of yards, not much more than that. Gets up to about the 26. And we should have maybe one more play here once they unstack it. I'm not sure if we'll even have time for another play before this first quarter comes to an end. Crush and Cumberland County Jets in an Eastern Division matchup here, and the Crush now with a 2nd and 8. 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. Crush 1 and 2 on the season. They've lost to Trousdale. They lost to Monterey. They beat all good to start the season. I want to thank Dave Dow for covering those last 2 games, the Trousdale and Monterey game for me. As now it's going to be handed off up the middle to Talent, and Talent runs into a wall, and now Cumberland County trying to strip the ball. They're not going to be able to get it away. But the Crush is going to be held to a gain of none, so it's going to be into the first quarter. It's still scoreless. When we come back, the Crush will have it 3rd and 8 from their own 26.
We have exciting news to share. SmartBank has expanded to the Upper Cumberland region with branches in Wartburg, Cookeville, Crossville, and Jamestown. SmartBank is committed to being the best bank for you by working hard for you, no matter what your financial needs might be. When you choose SmartBank, you are choosing to bank in the smartest way possible. Our team will work to understand your needs and make it their priority to provide you with the products and services that best meet those needs. SmartBank has 35 branches across Tennessee, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank at our Jamestown location at 500 North Main Street, or visit our website at www.smartbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we're set for quarter number 2. Neither team on the scoreboard yet, as the Crush could not get. They actually got one first down and had to go. They went for it on 4th down on the second possession, or the second series, and was actually stopped on downs. The Jets did pretty much the same thing. They got it deep in Crush territory, but just couldn't move it. They ended up giving it up on downs. As now the Crush will have it 1st and 10, or 3rd and 8, I should say, from the 26-yard line. Back up come the Crush. As it will be under center goes Reagan. Got Pinnell on the left side. He's got Voles on the right side. Reagan almost got the Jets to jump. They come a little bit, but didn't come far enough to get the flag. Now they got Voles in motion. They're going to hand it off to Voles on the left side. Voles is going to be hit. He keeps churning forward, going to pick up some yards, but not near enough for the first down. That's going to be 4th down, and it looks like about maybe 3 yards for the Crush to get the first down. So it's 4th down and 3. Now the Crush went for it on their own 46-yard line last time. I'm not sure they'll go for it. 4th down and 3 And maybe they are, as we see Tucker Reagan coming in. Reagan's going to have the play. Just underway here in quarter number 2. No score on the scoreboard. Under center will go the Crush's quarterback, Reagan. Reagan going to hand off up the middle to Talent. Talent just trying to put his head down and bull it up to get the first down. I don't think he made it. It's going to be really close, judging from where they're marking it at. It looks like Cumberland County may have got the stop. It is. Cumberland County got the stop short of the first down, so now it'll be 1st and 10 for the visitors from Cumberland County at about the York 33-yard line. They don't have the field marked out here very well. You can see it barely from where last week York played, but they didn't mark it off again this week because York's on the road for the next couple of weeks. So that's something we'll have to get used to after tonight. Next Thursday, the Crush going to be over at Stone, so they'll be on the road next week as well. Back up in the shotgun will go Wilson. 1st and 10, Jets. He takes the high snap, hands it off to Hankin. Hankin bouncing to the outside. He's headed down the right side, cuts back inside, breaks the tackle, and goes all the way down, still on his feet. Ridden down right at about the 2-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Jets as he picks up about 22 on the carry, or make it 32 on the carry. So it should be 1st and goal for the Jets from about the 2-yard line, it looks like. Jets trying to get on the scoreboard first. Crush giving them the short field after they couldn't make the 4th and 3. So now it will be Wilson back in the shotgun. This is probably a situation where you got to watch Wilson on the keeper, as he likes to take that keeper and hit it behind that fullback. Snap, he's going to hand off instead to Hankin. Hankin goes down, and he's going to be short of the goal line. Looks like he may have got, if anything, about a half a yard. He actually slipped and fell, so he lost his balance and goes down. It's going to be 3rd down. Actually, should be 2nd down and about 2 from the 2-yard line. And it is 2nd down, and they're going to say about the 4-yard line. So he's at around the 4-yard line. It's hard to tell down there without the yard markers. Back up will come Wilson. Wilson on the quarterback keeper. Heads up the left side, and he's going to be drugged down from behind by big Michael Wall. Wall got in there and drug him down from behind. That's going to make it a 3rd down, and he's actually going to lose about a 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6, or 3rd and goal from the 6, I should say. Crush. Good stiffening that defense. We'll see if they can do it one more time. Now, they do have a field goal kicker. We saw them kicking the ball earlier as Noah Potter was hitting some about 20, 30-yarders earlier. So we'll see if they don't make it here if they go with that. I look for them to go with Hankin here. Hankin's had some good runs, especially to that right side. Has a snap to Wilson. Now he gets it, but he bobbles it, and he gets drugged down immediately. Good job there by the Crush's number 22, Talent. Talent got in there to stop him. And the Crush has held again, and that's going to be 4th down now and goal from about the 5, as that time they went with Hankin, but Hankin bobbled the football, and he was worried about hanging on to it, and lucky to hang on to it, actually, because it looked like he was going to put that one on the turf. 4th down now, and the Jets are going to go for it. 4th with 4:14 left to go here in the first quarter. Up will come the Crushes. All right, we'll say will come Wilson for the Jets. Take snap, high snap. He's going to take it over the right side. He's pushing forward. He's not going to get there. They're going to say he's short, so the Crush hold. A good goal line stance by the Crush as they hold and keep the visitors from getting in the end zone. And the Crush is going to have it 1st and 10, but they're going to be deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So just good defense that time by the Crush. That's keeping them from being behind this game because the Jets have had some great field position, just haven't been able to do nothing with it. And now they get back to the Crush. The Crush need a big run here, or a big play to get them out of that deep hole, as they'll come up with a 1st and 10 from their own 2. No score in this one. We're 3 minutes, 54 seconds, halfway through quarter number 2, a little over halfway. And the Crush will come up with a 1st and 10 from their 2. Got to be careful here not to get a safety, as they're going to hand off to Pinnell. Pinnell's looking for some room, and he gets away from one, and he's going to be drugged down by a couple of them. And he may have got a couple of yards, but not much more than that. They're going to say about 3. So he got 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 10. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the quarter. The Crush, if nothing else, would like to at least use up this clock and not get back to the Jets deep in their own territory. They need to get at least 1 first down and get out of this deep hole. 3:23 left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime of this one. No score on the scoreboard. Crush's defense has been outstanding in this first half of play. Back in under center goes Reagan. Reagan takes the snap, drops. He's going to throw one out there, and that's going to be picked off by number 13. He's going in the end zone for an interception and a touchdown. And that was number 13, Mackey. Toby Mackey with the touchdown. And the Crush give up a defensive touchdown. A 14-yard INT for the score, and Cumberland County's on the scoreboard now, 6-0. And like I said, they will kick the extra point. One of the few teams in junior high that kick the extra point. Most of them will go for the 2-point conversion. But here, number 11, Patterson, going to try to get the extra point. It's down, it's up, it is good. So the Cumberland County Jets get on the scoreboard with a defensive touchdown. They take an interception back for a touchdown, and they take the lead with 2:56 to play in the first half. It's 7-0. Cumberland County back in 30 seconds.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Medi-Thrift Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
Well, the Crush give up a defensive score to Cumberland County as Toby Mackey picks off the pass, goes 14 yards for the interception and score. And now the Crush, after getting a great stop down there, will get the ball back after giving up the interception on the play from down on the 2-yard line. And it will be Patterson to kick it off. 7-0 now, Cumberland County. 2:56 left to go here in the first half. Patterson will kick it away. You got Pinnell back deep. And they're going to go to the other side to number 20, and that is Presley. It gets up to about the, looks like about the 30 or 25-yard line, or 35-yard line. He's up to about the 35-yard line. Like I said, it's hard to tell. I think it was number 22. It may have been Talon on the return. I couldn't see the number real good. Maybe it's 23 on the return. I'm not sure who was on the return, but it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Crush as they get it about, looks like about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 now with 2:47 left to go in the first half. Now they're trailing 7-0. Cumberland County will get the ball to start the second half as they won the toss and deferred to the second half. So now the Crush with the football and trailing 7-0. Up and under center goes Tucker Reagan. Reagan gets the snap. He's going to pitch it to Pinnell. Pinnell's got blockers in front, cuts back inside, and gets up almost to the 40-yard line, or the 35-yard line. Going to be just about a yard or two on that one. Gets a couple, and now it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Crush. 2:26 left to go here in quarter number 2. We're headed toward halftime of this one. Crush, one of the things you showed as far as the practice and all that is their offense is really not getting on a track at the moment. They looked good at that very first series. They had a first down that first series, but since then have been stymied. And then a while ago, an interception that was returned for a touchdown really hurt. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Reagan will go under center. Got a man in motion. He's going to pitch it over to Pinnell. Pinnell's trying to get some blockers, but number 3's back there, and he's wrapped him up. As that's Wilson, they're going to drive him over and drive him down way back. And that's going to be a loss of some yards there, as that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And from where they're marking it, about 14, as he lost 6 on the carry. And with 1:30, the Crush now need to more or less just try to run this clock out. Now give the ball back to the Jets. Give them a shot with a few seconds left to go in the first half. They're on top 7-0 in this one, and now we're going to have a timeout by the Crush. Timeout on the field with a timeout. We'll take one with them after we tell you Cumberland County 7, Crush nothing. 1:15 left to go in the second.
Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design is proud to support the Fentress County Crush football team. Pat Brannon, owner, has done lighting visual production for some of the biggest stars, and he knows talent, and that's what he sees in every Crush player. Best of luck, Crush, from Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design. When you need parts for your classic car, where do you go? Huey's Classic Car Parts on Highway 52 East between Jamestown and Allard. Owner Donovan Wright is an antique car enthusiast himself, which means he knows how important that piece of history means to you.
75 ticks left to go here in quarter number 2, headed toward halftime, and right now the Crush has a 3rd down and about 13 for the first down, so it's going to be a big play they need here. They'd love to keep this drive alive. Maybe, if nothing else, run this clock out and not give Cumberland County back the ball. They'll come up. It'll be Reagan under center. And we keep emphasizing, folks, that their offense is struggling a bit, but you got to understand they haven't practiced or played in over right at 2 weeks since today. 2 weeks today, about this time, about 2 weeks exactly from right now. As this time they're going to hand it out to Pinnell. Pinnell on the left side trying to cut back inside, and they're going to run him down and get him before he can make the turn on the corner. He's going to be stopped after a loss of about 1. That's going to bring up 4th and 14. And the clock continues to run, and Cumberland County is going to let it run. They're content to go in halftime with a 7-point lead. Crush now's got to come up with a 14-yard play, and they'll let the clock run down as far as possible. Now, Cumberland County will take the timeout. Cumberland County let a lot of time run off the clock before they took a timeout. We've got 43.2 seconds to go in the half. It's 7-0 Jets.
We have exciting news to share. SmartBank has expanded to the Upper Cumberland region with branches in Wartburg, Cookville, Crossville, and Jamestown. SmartBank is committed to being the best bank for you by working hard for you, no matter what your financial needs might be. When you choose SmartBank, you are choosing to bank in the smartest way possible. Our team will work to understand your needs and make it their priority to provide you with the products and services that best meet those needs. SmartBank has 35 branches across Tennessee, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank at our Jamestown location at 500 North Main Street, or visit our website at www.smartbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And here we go. The Crush now with a 4th and 14 as they're Need to get all the way up to about the 44-yard line. The Jets have been able to stop that sweep. The Crush team run a lot to the outside, and the Jets just a little too quick for that. They're able to run it down before they can make the turn. And part of that's the Crush's blocking, not having practiced a lot. They just seem to be struggling. Now the Crush want a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them after we tell you the score. It's 7-0 Jets with 43.2 seconds to play in the first half.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
Right back here where the Crush need to do something here, at least run the time off the clock if they're going to go for it on fourth down. That's going to be given the – actually, they got looks like Pennell back. Maybe they're going to punt here. No, they're lining up different. They got Pennell in the backfield. Reagan is under center. Got Tanner and Talent in motion. Pitch to Tanner. Talent, he's going to throw one down. That's going to be partially blocked. That's going to drop dead, and that will stop the clock at 36.7 seconds. A little trickery from the Crush, but that one blocked as Talent made the throw, started to make the throw. One of the big linemen got a hand on it, and that caused it to knock it down, and therefore the Jets will take the ball with 36.7 seconds left to go at the Crush's, let's see, 30-yard line, I guess, right at the 30-yard line. They've got 30 yards to go for the points, as it's 37 seconds to go in the first half of the game. Wilson back in the shotgun, takes a snap. He throws down quick to number 13. He short hops that one as he's trying to get it out to Mackey, and that one he short hopped. He underthrew it quite a bit, and it hits into the dirt. 33.3 seconds left to go. Crush need to stop here. They don't want to go down by 2 touchdowns going into halftime. Crush giving up that 13-yard interception return, or 14-yard interception return by number 13, Toby Mackey. And that's the lone score of the ball game, as the extra point was good by Patterson. Now back goes Wilson. Wilson, the throw downfield, and that one, he went one way with the ball, and the receiver was breaking on a post pattern. He went for a corner pattern, and somebody was a little bit off on that one. It's been a clean first half, though. No penalties so far in the first half, so that's good. Neither team getting a lot of penalties, as now it's going to be a third down for the Jets with 26.3 seconds to go in the half. They're on top 7-0. Wilson gets the play. He'll bring it in. Wilson got Hankin to his right. Got the big fullback in front of him in, let's see. Now they're going to take the snap. They're going to hand it off this time to Hankin. Hankin's trying to get through. Hankin's got through the first line. He's headed toward the corner. He may get to the end zone. He will, and it's a touchdown Jets. A run of about 31-yard run by Rankin, and Rankin's first name is Connor Rankin, or Hankins, I should say, Hankins on the run. Hankins with a 31-yard run. Now the extra point is up. It is good. And now it is 14-0 Jets, as they take the lead with 15.3 seconds left to go in the first half. It's a 2-touchdown lead. That was a good run by Hankins. He made a couple of Crush players miss, and then when he got in the open field, he headed straight for the corner and outran everybody into the end zone. So now it's a 14-0 lead for the Cumberland County Jets. Halftime will be here in just a moment. This, of course, being shown on Monday night, and game played on Thursday. And this week we'll be going to Stone Memorial on Thursday, which will be shown next Monday night. Be sure to watch for that one. As now the Jets will kick it away with 15.3 seconds left to play in the first half, and they're now on top 14-0. Crush had a good defensive stand earlier right down at the goal line at the 2-yard line and was able to push the Jets back. And then the Jets picked off a pass, took it into the end zone, was Toby Mackey on that, and then a run of 31 yards by Connor Hankins, and they're up 14-0 after the extra points. Kickoff's going to be a short one, and it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, and that will be a penalty. That's our first penalty of the half, as that will be an illegal penalty. I mean, actually, I'm not sure what they'll call that as kicked out of bounds. That will should give the Crush the ball and about 10 more yards, as that'll put it 1st and 10. Now the official's still talking about it. Be illegal procedure by the Jets. And that puts the ball at the 35-yard line. So the Crush have it, the ball at the 35-yard line, but they got 15 seconds to go in the half. Jets on top 14-0. And the Jets will get the ball to start the second half. They deferred in that first half. They won the toss but deferred, so they will have the ball to start the second half of play coming up here in a few minutes. As under center goes Reagan. Reagan, 15.3 seconds. Got Pennell in motion. He'll hand it off to Pennell. Pennell trying to break outside this time. Got a little bit of the corner, spread out wider, and then he's driven down as they just push him farther out. And coming up to make the stop was number 12 and number 13. As 12 was Keith Patterson and 13 was Toby Mackey. I think Patterson made him take it out to the outside, and then Mackey ran him down. That's the end of the first half. We're at halftime of this one, and at the half, the Cumberland County Jets have a 14-0 lead. We'll take a 2.5-minute break, and then we'll be back to give you the first half. Take a look at it right after this.
We have exciting news to share. SmartBank has expanded to the Upper Cumberland region with branches in Wartburg, Cookville, Crossville, and Jamestown. SmartBank is committed to being the best bank for you by working hard for you, no matter what your financial needs might be. When you choose SmartBank, you are choosing to bank in the smartest way possible. Our team will work to understand your needs and make it their priority to provide you with the products and services that best meet those needs. SmartBank has 35 branches across Tennessee, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank at our Jamestown location at 500 North Main Street, or visit our website at www.smartbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Meta-Thrift Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design is proud to support the Fentress County Crush football team. Pat Brannon, owner, has done lighting visual production for some of the biggest stars, and he knows talent, and that's what he sees in every Crush player. Best of luck, Crush, from Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
Halftime of this one, and at the half, the Crush trail the Cumberland County Jets 14-0. If you take a look at the first half, neither team able to move the ball much in that first quarter. The Crush got in their first series, got one first down, then since then have been unable to move the football. And then, of course, the Jets, they marched it down to inside the 25, but couldn't go any further, for they turned it over on downs. Then in the second quarter, the Crush gave up the ball to the Jets, and they took it down to about the 2-yard line, but a good defensive stand by the Crush, and they got it back on downs deep in their own territory, but tried to throw a pass to start that series. It was picked off by Toby Mackey. He went 14 yards for the interception, and the extra point was good by Patterson, and it was 7-0. Then a 31-yard run just at the end of halftime gives the visiting Cumberland County Jets a 14-0 lead after the extra point. So that's where we're at here at halftime, 14-0. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back for the start of the second half in just a moment. And back here, we're getting set for the second half of the Crush game, as the Crush going to need some comeback power on this one. They're trailing by a 14-0 score as we start the second half. Cumberland County going to get the ball to start the second half as well. They deferred in that first half. They won the toss, deferred, so they'll get the ball to start this second half, and they will get it kicked to them by Michael Wall. Wall will kick it away. Wall, big number 70 out of South Fentress Elementary, will kick it away. Wall approaches and kicks. That's going to be a low on the ground. It'll be taken back deep by Wilson. Wilson coming up. He gets a good block in front. Makes a cut. Heads back upfield. Now he's going to get hit and gets away from Wall. And still on his feet, pushes up to the 50. He's finally brought down the 46-yard line. He's hit on a couple of occasions, and they couldn't bring him down. Finally, number 14 hangs on for dear life and brings him down. As for the Crush, number 14 is Cole Brandon. Brandon finally brought him down. And the Jets will have good field position. They're going to mark it at the 48. So it'll be 1st and 10 Jets at the 48-yard line. They're on top right now by a total of 14-0. Got that score right before halftime. And they got a big interception return by Toby Mackey to get their first points in the game. And up will come Wilson. He's got his three split out to 2 to the left, 1 to the right, as he will fake the handoff, keep it himself, go up the middle. He's going to bounce at the outside. He's got some running room. He's headed down the sideline. He could be gone. Only one man to beat. He's going to beat him, and that's going to get him in the end zone. So a 46-yard run by the quarterback. That is Bryson Wilson. And quickly, it's a 20-0 lead for Cumberland County. And that was just 31 seconds into the game. He's in the end zone, and then back to in to do the kicking will be, I think that's number 14, and he'll put it up and through, and that is good. So the PAT good, and right now it's 21-0. As the Crush see the Jets score on their first possession of the second half, first play on the first possession of the second half. They take it all the way back for a touchdown from the 46-yard line, so now our 48-yard line, and a 48-yard run by Bryson Wilson gives the Jets a 3-touchdown lead. Crush now got to get something going offensively. They've struggled offensively, but not making excuses for them. But, folks, it's hard to play when you haven't had 2 weeks of practice. You haven't got any practice for this team here. They've not been able to practice at all. They were under quarantine As a matter of fact, until just today. They come off quarantine today in time to play since the Monterey game. They didn't get to play the DeKalb County game last week, and this week they got able to play today. So today is the first day they've had a chance to play. They've not practiced, and they've not been able to do anything for the past 2 weeks. As I've said it many times, COVID stinks. It has really been a problem for high school, elementary, and all sports programs for that matter, from pros all the way down to Pee Wee, because all the Pee Wee football canceled this year. So that's tough for the younger kids. They don't Bulldog football this year, and the Crush football team already has had several quarantined and now have been quarantined the whole team for a couple of weeks. Short kick this time, and that's going to be taken by the up man. He's not going anywhere after he gets the kick, as that was, I believe, let's see, number 14. That was Branham. Cole Branham getting hit just quick as he got the ball. And now the Crush will have the ball with their first possession of the second half, trailing by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. 7:27 left to go here in the third quarter, just starting the second quarter, as the Jets come out and punch it in right off the bat. They got to bring it up, score on their first play from scrimmage here in the second half. So we'll see now if the Crush can answer back. They got to get some points and get them quick, as they trail now by 3, as they'll head it out this time to Voles left side. Voles cut back inside, pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the carry, so it's going to be second down and 6. Now that's what the wing tee is designed for, to get 3 or 4 yards every handoff and keep that first down going and keep the stakes moving. But you have to be careful when you're down 3 touchdowns. It takes an awful lot of time off the clock as well. And right now the Crush are down 21-0, as we're down to 6:55 to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of time to play in this one, but the Crush got to, before long, get some sense of urgency if they want to get back into this one. They're already trailing 21-0. Reagan will come up under center. He's got Tanner Talent in the backfield. Voles to the right and Pinnell to the left. It'll be, I think the keeper on that time, the quarterback on the keeper will go forward, pick up a few good yards. Now they hand off for Pinnell. Pinnell got 3 good yards, so it's going to be third down and 3. So the Crush really need to get a first down here and get some little momentum headed their way. They have had their momentum took away pretty much since that interception return for a touchdown by Toby Mackey. So the Crush could really use a first down here and just keep moving the ball and be able to punch it in and maybe get one of those scores back. Right now they're trailing 21-0 at this point. As up will come the quarterback, Reagan. Reagan under center. Wing T formation. Takes a snap. And hands it off up to Talent up the middle. And Talent, I don't think, got anywhere. Maybe got a yard out of it at most. As Talent running hard up the middle, but those Jets up the middle are good size. Number 59, who is Dominic Alfaro. Good size kid. Also, number 56, also another big kid out there, Damian Bo Morris. Got a big front line out there for the Jets, and they are stacking it in. They're trying to get the Crush to throw the football. It's 4th and 2 now. This time it goes to Voles. Voles trying to bounce outside, and he's drugged down from behind. Voles going to lose a couple of yards, and the Crush give the ball right back to Cumberland County. And right about where they got it the last time. This is going to be right about the 46, though, this time. And the Crush now got to put up a defensive stance. They trail it right now. 21-0. And we've got 4:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Another score by the Jets would make it really tough for any type of comeback for the Crush, as they'll come up with Wilson in the shotgun. They've got Patterson at the halfback position. But they're going to keep it. It's the quarterback on the keeper. He's trying to get away from him. Good rush by the Crush. They're going to push him out of bounds, and he goes out of bounds about a yard short of the actual original line of scrimmage. Well, actually, they say they got a yard, so he gets about a yard. That was a good job by Wilson just to evade the tackle, a couple of good stiff arms because the Crush had that one smelled out. They were pushing him toward the sideline. They ran him out of bounds after he got about, looks like about a yard maybe on the carry. 2nd and 9 now for Cumberland County. 4:42 left to go in the third quarter. Next week, the Crush are at Stone Memorial. Hopefully going to get some practice in before then, as they have not had any practices since the Monterey game. Back up will come Wilson with Patterson to the right side and Hankin to his right as well. They're going to hand it to Hankin up the middle. Hankin looking for the outside. He breaks outside, head down the sideline. He's going to be hit and dropped, and he gets a good gain, though, all the way down to, it looks like, let's see, we're at about the 20-yard line, it looks like, close to the 20-yard line. They don't have the field marked off here, folks. All we can see is from where York played the last time, not marked off very well at all, so we're having to just kind of guess where they're at. But it looks like he's right about the 20-yard line, maybe the 21, where the Jets have another first down and 10 to go. Cumberland County, they got off to a slow start early. You have to wonder about the fatigue of the Crush, too, because they have not been able to condition or anything. I want to reemphasize that, anything. They do everything on their own, and you don't know how much that can get done when these kids are doing that on their own. Now, quick out, they got a man over in the corner, and they overthrew that one. As Wilson was expecting him to turn in, he was turning out to the outside. The receiver was turning to the outside. Wilson was expecting him to cut back toward the post. And he throws it a little too high and a little too far, and he couldn't turn around and come up with it. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Jets. Cumberland County, probably one of the strongest teams they've had in the past few years. The Crush have dominated in the last 2 years. They've won by an average of 26 points a game. They beat them last year. See, last year it was 40-24. The year before that was 44-7. And their average win difference is 26 points. So that's a great big difference. As up will come the Jets once again. Wilson takes a timeout. Timeout on the field. With the timeout, we'll tell you that the Cumberland County Jets are leading the Crush 21-0 with 3:51 left to go here in quarter number 3.
When you need parts for your classic car, where do you go? Huey's Classic Car Parts on Highway 52 East between Jamestown and Allard. Owner Donovan Wright is an antique car enthusiast himself, which means he knows how important that piece of history means to you. Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design is proud to support the Fentress County Crush football team. Pat Brannon, owner, has done lighting visual production for some of the biggest stars, and he knows talent, and that's what he sees in every Crush player. Best of luck, Crush, from Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design.
Well, the Crush need to stop here. Cumberland County had to take a timeout to keep from getting a penalty. They've got it 2nd and 10. It looks about right at the 20-yard line, maybe just this side of the 20-yard line for the Jets. They've got to get they can get a first down at the 10, then they got 20 yards away from pay dirt and going up a 4-score lead. And that's going to be very tough for the Crush to bounce back from, because that is a big lead when you're sitting at you're a team that hasn't practiced or played in 2 weeks. Snap back, quick out this time over to the right side. That is number 20 or 32, and he's going to head in the end zone. We're going to have a flag on that one, and the play gets in the end zone. But I believe that one's going to be brought back. I believe we're going to have a holding on that one. Every official out there threw it at that one. Somebody's seen it, I know, and blocking the back. So a block in the back by Cumberland County, as that pass was out to look like Mackey from here, and Mackey easily into the end zone, but he was easily in the end zone because someone got blocked in the back. And that means that's going to back that up, and it's going to be 2nd down and very long for the Jets. As from where the spot, well, actually, he only lost about a yard. So they get it down, but they lost a yard on it. as that happened on down the field. So they mark it from the spot of the foul, and it's still going to be 2nd and 11 for the Jets. So they got a break on that one. They had the touchdown, but it could have been a lot worse had it backed them up farther. So now they got 2nd and 11. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. Jets will come back up. Hankin in the backfield with the quarterback Wilson. Wilson gets the snap, hands it off to the end around, and that's going to be 13 Mackey. And Mackey's going to be tripped up. He may have got over the 20. He may have got a couple of yards back, but not much more than that. It's going to be 3rd and long for Cumberland County. Well, they say he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so they gave him 1, as he is going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Jets. Of course, it's definitely 4-down territory for him here. I don't see him trying to kick a field goal from here. Would be about a 37-yarder. So you don't expect them, if they don't get any yards, not to try to kick from here. I expect them to go on 4th down. They'll come up. Wilson back deep in the shotgun. He's got Hankin to his left. Now he's got a man in motion in Mackey. Fakes to Mackey, keeps it himself, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Good job by the Crush that time, as getting in there to bring him down. Now we're trying to see the number there when he turns around. Looks like number 61 for the Crush. That is Navarro, if I've got that correct. I believe it was 61. Looked like 61 in there coming up with the stop. So now it's going to be 4th down, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 10 for the Jets, and they're going to try a field goal. Stepping back here, that's number 14 or number 34? They have a 34 on the roster. They do. That's Perry Roberts is 34, and that one is up and no good. He misses the field goal, and that will give the ball back to the Crush as they will take over 2:02 deep in their own territory at about the 21-yard line. They'll start and make their way the other direction. Crush moving left to right as they're moving from Pine Haven toward Jamestown, and Cumberland County moving from Jamestown toward Pine Haven. If you're familiar with the football stadium, that's the way it's set up. The one end, the south end, is toward Jamestown, the north end toward Pine Haven. As it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Crush. Crush still have to make up a 3-touchdown deficit as Reagan goes under center. He's got a man in motion in Boyles, hands it off to Boyles left side. Boyles going to be wrapped up right there, and we got a flag on the play. And after a first quarter that had only 1 penalty, we've already had 2 here in this quarter. First half only had 1 penalty, and that was an illegal procedure as the kickoff went out of bounds. So a face mask on the Jets, and that's going to be the second 1st down, I believe, for the Crush tonight. As the Jets got called for the face mask. No, face mask will work. Okay. Face mask on the offense, so that's going to back them up. That's going to make it even worse. So the Crush is going to have it probably maybe a 1st and if it was after the play, it's going to be 2nd down. Officials getting ready to mark it off. That's going to be probably down to the 5-yard line. No, they're going to say an incidental one, so that's only a 5-yarder. So it's going to be 15, 2nd and 15 now for the Jets. So they must have called it a dead ball foul because they counted the down. So now it's going to be 2nd down and really long for the Crush. Oh, it's going to be 1st down. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it should have been 1st down. So they're going to get an extra chance coming into the game for the Crush. Number 62, that is Francisco Ramirez coming in. Ramirez is going to check in. Under center goes Beatty. Or goes Reagan. Reagan this time, he's going to keep it himself. No, he's going to get off Pinnell. Pinnell's going to get ran down and thrown down. That wing T has not worked as they're trying to a little quick Handoff to the opposite side, and they've been able to run that down, and they've lost even more yards. They're way back now. It's going to be second and about 20. Back to about the 10-yard line now. Crush going to have to go a long way to get the first down. The Jets able to string that out. They've been able to push it out, and if you can push it out and make the runner go east or west instead of north and south, you're in much better shape. As if you can make them go east and west, you can run them down and run them over to the sidelines and use the sideline as an extra defensive player, and that's what the Jets have been doing in this game. This time they're going to hand it off to Pennell again. Pennell going right up the middle, and Pennell's going to be thrown down hard as he gets a few of the yards back. And it's still going to be third down. He got about 8 of them back, so it's going to be third down and a dozen now for the Crush. We've got 15 seconds. This may be the last play of the third quarter, and I'm saying it probably is. I don't see the Crush hurrying to get back out there. So we're going to go to the end of the third quarter. We're through 3 of them, and right now the Crush, well, they're coming up the line. They may snap it before the clock runs out, and they're not going to get it off. So the Crush doesn't get it off, and we are at the end of the third quarter. We're through 3 of them. It's 21-0, Cumberland County.
We have exciting news to share. SmartBank has expanded to the Upper Cumberland region with branches in Wartburg, Cookville, Crossville, and Jamestown. SmartBank is committed to being the best bank for you by working hard for you, no matter what your financial needs might be. When you choose SmartBank, you are choosing to bank in the smartest way possible. Our team will work to understand your needs and make it their priority to provide you with the products and services that best meet those needs. SmartBank has 35 branches across Tennessee, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank at our Jamestown location at 500 North Main Street, or visit our website at www.smartbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we got our final quarter coming up. Last 8 minutes for the Crush to get back in this one. They need to do something here. They got third and about 11 for the first down, and we can actually see the markers a little bit better down here. So they're right at the 20-yard line, just the back side of the 20-yard line. Crush need to get up to the 30. Actually, they're about the 19-yard line. They need to get up to around the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. And the Crush trailing 21-0, doesn't want to turn the ball over here to the Jets again this close to their end zone. As here the Crush come back out. Game going very quickly. The game started at 6:30. We're at 7:42 right now. Take away halftime. We've been about an hour into this one. We're through 3 quarters. Crush coming up. They need to do something in this quarter and get back in this one. They need some plays here as they trail by 11. Crush without Lake Drake. He broke a collarbone, so he is out. They're also about the other tight end, Dakota Dillard. He is out quarantine. And now handing it off up the middle. It's going to be Pennell. Pennell's going to keep pushing hard, and Pennell's going to get up to about the 25-yard line, but that's going to be well short of the first down. Going to bring up 4th down and probably about 6. 4th and 6 from the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 31. Reagan comes back in. They move Pennell into the backfield. So Pennell running from the running back position now. And now Talent back in the backfield. Now they're the 2-man backfield of Talent and Pennell. Out of the wing T formation. They'll take the snap, hand it off to a Talent right side, and Talent goes ahead for a couple of yards, and it gets drugged back. Yeah, that was some hard, tough running right there by Talent. He just hit by about a dozen Jets, as they looked like they were in there quick as the entire team collapsed. And the Jets are just really packing that box, folks. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Cumberland County at the Crush's 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cumberland County Jets. And like I said, they're packing that box. They don't expect York or the Crush to throw the football, and they're pretty much challenging them to throw it. And Crush has not been able to tonight. The one pass they put up was picked off and taken back for a touchdown. So now the Jets, they should be content just to march this down and stick it in, take a 4-possession lead as they're up by 21 now with 7 minutes to go. And it does not look good for the Crush, as it looks like they're going to drop their 3rd straight here tonight. After opening up with that all-good win, they lost to Trousdale, lost to Monterey. They had the DeKalb County game canceled. They'll give it up to Hankin, and Hankin runs right into the big defensive lineman, number 50 for the Crush. And he was sitting there waiting on him. Number 50 is Joseph Linder, and then Wall put him the rest of the way down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Jets. They got back to the line of scrimmage. Hankins run hard tonight. He just that time ran into another player. He ran into, as I said, number 50, Linder, and Linder wasn't about to let him go. 6:28 left to go in the ball game. 21-0. Cumberland County on top. They've got 2nd and about 10 from the 22 of the Crush. And this time the quarterback going to keep it. He's going to be thrown down as Wall just get in there and got a hold of him, slung him down. Wall's a workhorse for this team. He did not get to play in that all-good game that I seen, the first game that I did, as he was out. He was one of those kids that was quarantined from out south, Fentress Elementary. And he's come back with a vengeance here tonight as he's playing very, very well. Actually didn't play in the first 3 games, from what I understand. So he's playing very well here tonight, and he's going to be a big asset for him if they can get him a little practice. I mean, that's the problem for the Crush. They've not had any practice since the Monterey game. They did not get any practice for this team at all, no game strategy or anything. They come in here tonight pretty much on a wing and a prayer, and they're trailing 21-0 at this point. So back up now will come Wilson. Wilson in the shotgun. He's got a Hankin to his right. He drops back. He looks to throw one out. He's got a man out there. Number 15 cannot come up with it. Little too hard. And that time 15 stopped to initiate some contact. And when he did, that threw him off stride, and the throw was just overthrown. As Cumberland County not able to connect. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. Big play here. The Crush need to stop here and get the ball back. They've got to get a lot of points on the scoreboard, and they don't have much time to do it with 21-0 lead by the Cumberland County Jets and only 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the game. These young Crush players in a few years will be playing for the Dragons, a lot of them. Get bigger and stronger and get a little more practice in. Back in the shotgun goes Wilson. Wilson got a man in motion, and he'll roll to the right. He's looking for number 13, who's on the run. He way overthrew number 13. He's got a good arm, but he's not able to connect. And coming in and laying a stick to the quarterback Wilson was Ledbetter. Gabriel Ledbetter come through, and he rocked him as he gave him a shot. And now the Crush going to get the ball back, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Fentress County. And we got 5:05 left to play in the ball game, and the Crush need a lot of points, trailing 21-0. They got to get a score and score fast. They need to score, get the ball back, score again, and get the ball back. So that's going to be tough to do with just 5 minutes and 5 ticks left on the clock. Crush begins here, though. Big thank you to our sponsors. Once again, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Meta-Thrift Pharmacy, Huey's Classic Car Parts, also Smart Bank, and Stardust Lighting and Design. Our sponsors for our broadcast of Crush football, our replays. Coming up now, Reagan under center. He's got Pinnell and Talent in the backfield. He's going to hand it up to Talent. Talent goes straight ahead, gets through the first line, but then is dropped down as he gets up to about the 29-yard line. Picks up some good yardage. Going to bring up second and manageable, we'll say, for the Crush. They get up right to about the 30-yard line. So it's going to be second and about, judging from here, about 6. 2nd and 6 now for the Crush. Out goes Talon, as back with the play now will come Reagan. Crush, as we said, taking this game after coming out of quarantine this morning. They were able to take this game tonight, so see what they can do with time running out on them now as Reagan comes up, got that two-man backfield. He's going to pitch it to Pinnell on the right side. He tries to cut back inside, does, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken back and dropped. He got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, depending on where they mark it. And he got right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 6 still for the Crush. They're just not able to get that outside corner as they're trying to make it, but the Jets just stringing it out and playing great defense. They have got great job getting the Crush to spray it out and then to try to cut back in. And when they cut back in, there's those big linemen just to lay it all over them. And now it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Crush. Pinnell and Talent in the backfield. And snap, they're going to pitch it to Pinnell. Pinnell over the right side, and Pinnell tries to cut back inside and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage again. That pitch back there is giving the Jets way too much time, and Pinnell bobbled it for just a moment. When he bobbled it, he had to slow down, and that was the end of that play then because the Jets was right there able to knock him down. He's lucky to hang on the ball on that one. 4th down and about 6 to go for the first down. We're down to the 240 mark. It looks like the Crush going to drop their 3rd straight game. Next week they go to Stone Memorial. That's another region game. So this one's a big region loss. Going to be a big region loss for the Crush. Next week they got Stone. And let's see, I think after Stone they've got final game will be with Livingston. That'll be the final region game. They got 2 more region games in the playoffs start on the 28th. Crush will come up. Under center will go Beatty. We're down to 2 minutes. He'll throw it out quick to number 10, and he's trying to get some room, but he's going nowhere. He stopped right at the 30-yard line. As they got that one out quickly to Drew Wright, but Wright could go nowhere, so that actually was about a loss of maybe a half a yard. So 1st and 10 now for the Jets at the Crush 30. And we're down to 1 minute and 50 seconds. Crush, or the Jets may just kneel on it here. We may get out of here with no more scoring on the board. We'll see what they do as we're down to 1 minute 50. And, well, I guess they've stopped the clock. So we'll see the Jets taking their time coming back out. 1:50 left to go in the ball game. The Crush on top, or Crush trailing the Cumberland County Jets. The Jets on top, 21-0. Jets going to pick up a win in this one, and they're going to be in 1-0 in region play, while the Crush going to fall to 0-1 with Stone Memorial waiting next week for the Crush over at Stone Memorial. We'll have the video of that one as well. We'll show that in a week from tonight here on CLTV, and we're going to have a timeout called by Cumberland County. So timeout on the field with 1:50 to go in the game. The Crush trail the Cumberland County Jets by a score of 21-0.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Meta3 Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
Well, the Crush may be going to come up short in this one as they've got 1:50 left to go in the game. And you have to give it to the Crush anyway, regardless of what you say, is the Crush came out here and they said, if we can play, we'll play. Even if we haven't had any practice, we're not going to give anything to Cumberland County. and so they wouldn't give a forfeit to Cumberland County and let them have a freebie. So they made the Cumberland County Jets come out here, and they've worked for it. As this time it's going to be dropped as the ball's on the ground, and one of the Jets come up with it. He's going to push it forward for about 3 or 4 yards as we're down to 1:41 left to go in the game. As said, the Crush could have just said, hey, well, we'll play next week against Stone Memorial, but they said, no, we want to play. They wanted to come out here and play tonight. Had to pretty much get a agreement from the school board. They talked to Coach Richard Talent. Said he talked to Mike Jones several occasions this week, and finally they decided to let them play tonight. And even though they haven't had the opportunity to practice or anything, they'd rather play than forfeit. And I have to agree with them there. Rather play than forfeit. And now we're going to have handed off this time. Over the left side goes the Jets. Number 24, Hankin. He's going to push it down, and he's going to push it out of bounds probably about the 5-yard line with 51.8 seconds to go, and the Jets still pushing the ball down the field. They're about 5 yards from pay dirt. Well, they're going to say, actually, they're going to be a little farther than that. It's going to be about 8-9 yards for the touchdown. So it's 1st and goal for the Jets. As the clock winds down, this will probably be the last play of the ball game, barring an incomplete pass or something like that, as the Jets come up. And I believe they're going to take a knee on it, as under center will go Wilson. That's something he's done now, and they're going to take that victory stance, and they'll take the snap, kneel down, and that's going to do it, as that will run the clock out as the Crush come up short here tonight in a game they had no practice for, no pregame for or anything, just come up short 21-0. We're going to take a final timeout, 2.5 minutes, and then we'll be back to wrap this one up. Don't go anywhere.
When you need parts for your classic car, where do you go? Huey's Classic Car Parts on Highway 52 East between Jamestown and Allard. Owner Donovan Wright is an antique car enthusiast himself, which means he knows how important that piece of history means to you. Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design is proud to support the Fentress County Crush football team. Pat Brannon, owner, has done lighting visual production for some of the biggest stars, and he knows talent, and that's what he sees in every Crush player. Best of luck, Crush, from Stardust Services Lighting, Influence, and Design.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue, with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Medi-Thrift Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
We have exciting news to share. Smart Bank has expanded to the Upper Cumberland region with branches in Wartburg, Cookeville, Crossville, and Jamestown. Smart Bank is committed to being the best bank for you by working hard for you, no matter what your financial needs might be. When you choose Smart Bank, you are choosing to bank in the smartest way possible. Our team will work to understand your needs and make it their priority to provide you with the products and services that best meet those needs. Smart Bank has 35 branches across Tennessee, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Come see what's so smart about Smart Bank at our Jamestown location at 500 North Main Street, or visit our website at www.smartbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Fentress County Crush go down tonight to Cumberland County by a final of 21-0. But, folks, I want to go back and reemphasize this. The Crush did not know they were going to get a play till Tuesday. did not get a practice at all. They came out here and played tonight with no practice for this game. 2 weeks they've been without practice, so they played 3 games. They were off for 2 complete weeks and come out here and play tonight. So give them A for effort on it, as they did an excellent job in that first half. They almost, it was a 0-0 ball game until the interception by Toby Mackey made a 7-0 game, and then a 31-yard run right before the half by Connor Hankins. And Hankins made it 14-0 with the extra point. And then a 48-yard run by Brian Wilson to start the third quarter. And that's it. That's the only scoring they gave up. So their defense did a great job. Just had trouble moving ball. Only had 1 first down all night. So a tough night for the Crush. But you have to go back to that fact that they haven't been able to practice. Your timing's off. Your conditioning's off. And just knowing you play the game plays is off. It's just that simple. You have no time to strategize for Cumberland County. You can't figure out what they're going to do or anything. So, and considering that, the Crush, what I say about moral victories, they don't mean much. But this one, as at least the Crush come out and played, would not allow a forfeit. And I give them hats off for that, as that I applaud them for that. They would not forfeit. They would rather play than give the game away. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us from here tonight. I want to thank our sponsors. They are Gary Maxwell Insurance, Meta-Thrift Pharmacy, Huey's Classic Car Parts, Smart Bank, Stardust Visual Lighting and Design, our sponsors for our replay of Crush football here on CLTV. Don't forget to join us next Monday night when we will have the Stone Memorial game, as the Crush head to Stone Memorial for a 6:30 kickoff, and we'll have the replay of that coming up here a week from now. That game's going to be played on Thursday night, though, so if you get a chance, go over and support the Crush as they head to Stone. Until next time, I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.